What is up, YouTube fam? So you guys already know what it is, but just in case you guys do not know, you happen to stumble across this lovely channel, let me go ahead and just formally introduce and tell you guys, welcome you guys. Before we get started into this vlog, I say this all the time on all my vlogs. Just be sure that you guys do your girl a quick favor, and what that favor is, you guys, if you could just make sure that you like, comment, hit the subscribe button, do that notification bell, give this video a thumbs up for me and the fam. We will greatly appreciate it, you guys. So it is the day before Thanksgiving, you guys. Give it thanks to being around your family, your loved ones, all the people that truly adore you and care for you guys. This is the day that we give thanks to being around our loved ones, okay? So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get started into how to survive a Black family Thanksgiving, okay? Just in case, you know, I have somebody that wanna come to look, my husband already knows the deal. My husband already knows the deal. You guys, I just wanna give you guys the lowdown, the dirty, in case you want to come to somebody like my family's Thanksgiving. I'm have to drop you guys the rules and regulations, okay? Because I can't have you coming over to my family house looking crazy, okay? Because there's just, you know what I'm saying, certain things that you gotta do, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead, if you guys have any friends of color, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all the inside and let you guys know how to survive a Black family Thanksgiving. Rule number one, y'all. When you walk into your grandmama's house, well, it wouldn't be your grandma, but your friend's grandmama house, you better make sure that you speak to every auntie, uncle, cousin, whatever. I don't care if it's 50 people in there, you gotta make your rounds. You just gotta make the rounds, okay? You gotta speak to everybody. That is just proper protocol, and being in a Black family, if you come through that door and you do not speak to an aunt or something like that, baby, I can help you out. When you come over, you better speak and make your rounds, okay? Make your rounds. I'm just telling you, don't be rude. Don't come over there and don't speak and say hey, or be rude and go straight to the kitchen, because you're liable to get cursed out. Rule number 2, all right? I don't know how many rules I'm gonna have, because I got quite a bit right here, because I'm literally giving you guys the inside. Rule number 2, the kids stay with the kids, the adults stay with the adults. The kids eat at the kids' damn table, and the adults eat at the adult table. If you got a little kid, my family don't care. If you got a little infant, a little kid, you gonna sit at the kiddie table with that kid, and you gonna feed that kid, because don't nobody wanna hear any hollering kids at the adult table, okay? We over here having adult conversations. They need to be at the kiddie table. It's separate things. My family is a firm believer that kids do not need to be in adult conversations, you guys. I wasn't even allowed at the adult table until I was maybe 19. I think I wasn't allowed at the adult table until, honestly, I started dating my husband and I was pregnant. So I was like 19, y'all. I was 19, and that's when they had to sanction you in. They had to let you know that it is your time. You are now allowed to be at the adult table. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I had a badge of honor, you guys. Like, I made it. I'm now able to sit at the adult table and conjugate with the adults. But yeah, my family don't play that. If you guys look at some of our vlogs, the kids are usually in the street playing basketball or stuff like that. But yeah, separate. You know what I'm saying? We deal with our kids all day, every day. Last thing we want to do is deal with our kids and everybody else's kids. Take your behind on, go with the kids. This is adult time. Rule number 3. If you are gonna have a bad attitude, a stank attitude, or if you have company that is rude and got an attitude on them and do not have any manners, respect, or just got them bad vibes, stay your ass home. Do not come around, okay? You keep that bad juju, that bad energy over there. Keep it over there, okay? We don't want it. We don't want it, okay? Don't nobody want to worry about like, ooh, what's up with her? Why she got that attitude? We don't want it. Keep her and you keep yourself at home, okay? Good vibes, positive vibes over here. We ain't trying to deal with all that. Stay home. What I say, rule number 3? Rule number 4 in a Black family Thanksgiving. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you this because I'm still not even allowed at the table. If you do not know how to play spades, Don't even sit at the table, don't even offer, because you know what I'm saying, in my family, they take it so serious, you guys. You're liable to get into a fight, you're liable to get cursed out. If you don't know how to play and you call somebody to renege or lose the game, I don't know what to tell you, man. It get a little bit heated at the table when you playing spades. It get heated. It get real heated, y'all. I only went on the table. Last year was my first time sitting at the table, y'all. I swear, I was all excited, you know, so I'm like, oh snap, I'm about to play spades. I thought I was doing good. They only let me sit out one round. They told me to get my ass up from the table, y'all. And I was just like, well, dang. And I was not allowed to sit at the table again. So yeah, I had to be benched. So yeah, if you don't know how to play spades, you're gonna be benched. And be prepared to sit at that table or watch them play spades all night long, because I swear to God, when my family was playing spades, it was for at least about 6 hours. And I was just like, how can they sit here and play cards for 6 hours? Rule number 5. If you have not been sanctioned by my grandma or the elder in the family that do the cooking, if you do not know how to cook, stay out the kitchen. If it ain't time for dinner, stay out the kitchen until dinner is prepared, or lunch, whatever, Thanksgiving period, whenever your family decide to start Thanksgiving, stay out of the kitchen, stay out of my grandma's way. No, you cannot get a sample unless you're me, because I'm cool like that. I get the sample, so I'm the sampler. But yeah, other than that, ain't nobody allowed in my grandma's kitchen. Ain't nobody allowed to touch underneath the pot. You wait until dinner is done. Oh yeah, also, if you're not a veteran, if you don't have at least 3 to 5 years experience in the kitchen, don't offer to bring no meals. Don't offer to bring them, because my grandma ain't gonna take them. Don't offer to bring it if you are not a veteran in the kitchen. And if you gotta go off of a recipe book, I'm telling you right now, do not offer to bring the food, because it won't get ate. It'll sit right over there, not being touched, okay? We don't play that. Thanksgiving is not the time to experiment, okay? Do that on your time. We've come here to eat. And what I've come here to eat is my grandma's food. I ain't come here to eat nobody else's food, okay? I know when I'm coming there, if she put it together, it's gonna be right for me. It's gonna be right. I know the taste that I'm wanting to taste. I don't wanna taste nobody else's food, especially if I know you ain't a veteran in the kitchen. Do that on your own time, you know what I'm saying? Get some experience, and then maybe, just maybe, you might be allowed to bring a dish. But yeah, if you ain't got no credentials and ain't nobody say nothing but smacking, nah, you ain't bringing nothing to Thanksgiving. Stay out of it. Bring soda, bring some waters, or you can bring the alcohol, the plates, and all the other stuff with some aluminum foil, but do not offer to bring your bland ass food. Rule number 6, okay, rule number 6. Don't expect for Thanksgiving meals to be done on time. It ain't gonna be done on time. You might want to show up, if she says show up at 2, you might want to show up at 3, okay? That means that the dinner is not gonna be prepared on time all the time. Be prepared to wait a minute. Don't eat any breakfast, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You gotta build that food up, because you know what I'm saying, you wanna make sure that you could take in all the food that is gonna be on your plate, okay? You want to just basically skip breakfast. You want to definitely skip breakfast, because you know what I'm saying, when it comes time for Thanksgiving, that's going to be your breakfast, lunch, and your dinner. Okay, I'm saying my grandma wants you to be comatose. You know what I'm saying? She wants you to be sitting back like this while she's standing over in the corner like this. Rule number 7. We do not want any pumpkin pie, okay? We don't do pumpkin pie over here in the South. We do sweet potato pies only, and a red velvet cake. That's the only 2 sweets that you need at the table. We don't do anything else. At my grandma's house or down south, if you ain't bringing a sweet potato, matter of fact, you don't bring a store-bought sweet potato pie. My grandma makes it from scratch, okay? Don't bring a store-bought red velvet cake. My grandma makes it from scratch, okay? We don't do all that, okay? We only need 2 desserts, which is your sweet potato and your red velvet pie. Don't come up in there with no red velvet pie. What am I talking about? Red velvet cake. Lord Jesus. Do not come over to my grandma's house and bring a pumpkin pie. You just might get your ass kicked out. Do not do it. Do not commit that treachery. Rule number 8. This should have actually been up at the very, very top, but I pretty much discussed this when I said if you're not a veteran, you're not going to be allowed in the kitchen anyways, or the opportunity to bring it. Everybody knows that the mac and cheese is the most important side for Thanksgiving, okay? So if you do not know, just because you throw cheese on it don't mean that it's mac and cheese, okay? It's a certain taste, a certain consistency. Not everybody can master this mac and cheese, okay? If you have not been in the kitchen for at least 3 to 5 years, or there's this quote, and I will see if I can drop it down below. I posted it a long time ago, and you ain't got 5 to 7 references, do not offer to bring the mac and cheese. This is not the time to experiment, okay? This is not the time. If you are not the big dog or my grandma or anybody else like that, I haven't even been authorized to make the mac and cheese at my grandma's house, okay? So that's why I'm gonna be making my own this year. Not saying that mine ain't slamming, because it is. But around Thanksgiving, don't nobody got time to experiment. Leave it up to the professionals. We don't want to have to worry about you bringing dry ass, unseasoned mac and cheese, okay? This is the big league. You stay with the small league until you get ready to move on up. You have to be summoned in by the family. And when you're summoned in and they say, you know what, it is your time to bring the mac and cheese, that is when you bring the mac and cheese. But other than that, the holidays is not your time to experiment. Please do not experiment with the mac and cheese. That's number 9. We don't want to hear that you don't like chitlins, okay? We don't want to hear all that. Keep that negativity over there, okay? Don't nobody want to hear that you don't like chitlins. If you don't like it, keep that negativity to the left. We don't want to hear it. If you don't like it, bypass it, please. We don't want to hear why you don't like it. We don't want to hear about the smell. We don't want to hear about how it look. Keep all your negativity over there, okay? Because the real champs is gonna sit there and eat them chitlins. And I'm pretty sure that if you had a bad experience with chitlins, that's because you went, again, over to somebody's house that was an amateur, was not a veteran in the kitchen. Because I swear to God, y'all, if I gave y'all a plate of my grandmama's chitlins, you wouldn't even know that you was eating chitlins. I heard it all before. I'm telling you, there's different people that can make chitlins. Not everybody can make chitlins. It's something that you just have to be a seasoned vet in the kitchen for. You had to been literally brought up down south to know how to make chitlins. I'm sorry, I never met somebody up north or somebody else that can't make chitlins. This is just something that's just been passed down by generations. I'm gonna tell you one thing, even my daddy said, my mama, well, let me clarify, my grandma, who I call mama, her mom, hands down, made the best chitlins he said he ever had, and he wished that he would have got that recipe before she passed away. Now I got my mama, which is my grandma, my aunties and stuff, they got the recipe and stuff like that. That is one thing that I want to make sure that I master so that I can make sure that I pass it down to my family, and then when I get ready, Ari can pass it down to hers, and then so on and so forth, you guys. But yeah, we don't want to hear that you don't like chitlins. Good for you. Good for you. Over here, we like the shitterlings. We like the shitterlings, so just keep your comments to yourself. We really don't care. We didn't come here for that. Last but not least, you guys, rule number 10. If you don't know how to handle your alcohol, stay your ass home, okay? Because we've come here to have a good time, listen to music, ball out, do whatever we want to do, talk cash stuff. We ain't got time for sensitivity. We ain't got time for it. We came to do the lion dance, the soul train line, whatever, okay? If you don't know how to handle your alcohol, or if you're not that one drunk uncle who's just the clown in the life of the party, like the fun drunk, stay your ass home. Don't bring your ass over to our house, okay? We don't want no aggressive drunks. We don't want none of that, okay? We don't want that. Stay behind home. We all came here to have a good time. A real good time. Tonight is the night. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, if you guys do not know how to handle your alcohol, please do not come over to the family event. We do not want to have to worry about anyone looking at somebody like they're finna throw them bows, or somebody taking a joke too seriously, or you know what I'm saying, and all this other stuff, because we gonna drink regardless, and ain't nobody gonna be worried about you, okay? So if you're gonna be in your feelings, especially if it comes to spades and you don't know how to play spades and everybody been drinking, it's gonna be some shit talking at the table. Please, I'm gonna tell you right now, just stay behind home. Don't even come over. Don't even come over, because I hate for the whole family to have to jump on one person for ruining the thing and being too emotional and can't handle the alcohol. We ain't come here for that. We came here for a good time. Just a real good time. But yeah, you guys, so those are the 10 rules that I just gave you guys. I gave you guys some insight. I didn't go over all the rules, you guys. I had a couple on here, but I wasn't trying to keep this video lengthy. Okay, if y'all could follow by those rules, I'm pretty sure that you will be able to make it at a Black family's Thanksgiving. Okay, if you know how to follow those rules, I'm gonna bring you on down to my house down south at my grandma's house, and you are more than welcome to come to our Thanksgiving. Just make sure that you know how to have a good time. You love food, you like to laugh, and just that's it. That's all we ask for, man. You know what I'm saying? If you could just do that, then everyone is welcome over to my grandma's house at any time. My grandma welcomes everybody. Everybody. You just gotta know how to act, have common sense, and just be yourself. So without further ado, you guys, that is gonna be it. Make sure that you follow those 10 rules of Thanksgiving, you guys. That will get you through, especially if you're going over to any of your friends, families, households, and they're from the South, and they're basically of my color. If you got some Black friends, you wanna go over to their house, those are the rules that you must know. Not everybody's gonna give you the insight to the rules, you guys, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the low and down and dirty truth. Follow those rules, and I promise you, you will be able to make it at a Black family's Thanksgiving. Signing out, you guys. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you all survive. Goodbye.